So happy Sabbath, everyone.
Happy.
Well, I would like to pleasantly announce God is on someone's side again because my sermon today will be short. Thankfully. So, as I come here, the amount of times I've come here, I've noticed that there's a frequent theme of things concerning the human condition, which just happens to be something that I really, really enjoy, as Dad can testify to the degree I tell him I'll take that always keeps changing. So, today, I will be talking about emotion. Just the passion, so to speak. And to start, I'll tell two different stories from around the same time. So first things first, so our first story starts in Cold War Russia. Now, for context, this was after World War II, where all these countries are calm now, but now they have these incredible weapons, and now they're racing to see who can make a more powerful one, all while pointing them at each other, right? So there was this base where they were, monitoring the sky, seeing what's happening, and then one of the officers reports, "Sir, there are 5 missiles coming from the United States as we speak, according to the radar." Right there, as we speak, 5. For context, the United States dropped just one, on Japan, and the effects can be felt to this day. So now imagine, as the captain, the officer tells you 5 of them are coming our way from an enemy of ours. Now, what do you do in that situation? If you report to the higher ups, immediately they'll send theirs, and that's an act of war. You're done, that's it. What did the officer do? He decided, he took time, he sat down, and he thought, why would the United States send 5 missiles unprovoked, just like this? For what reason? So, based on his logic, based on his count, he took a gamble. He said, leave it alone. It's fine. If we die, we die. Turns out, it was a glitch in the system. Something that happened with the sunlight, and the radar had registered something wrong. So that captain, by ignoring his emotion, saved practically the planet. That's one case. Now I'd like to tell another case, a bit earlier. A man named William Schindler, right? I don't know if his first name was William. They made a movie about him, don't worry about it. So, this was World War II. Now we're in World War II. This is a German businessman. He has been hiring Jews in his business, and he's been making incredible money off of them. But he didn't really, the general attitude towards the Jews. So he didn't really feel anything powerful towards them. It's just, they were just really convenient, cheap labor. And then Hitler comes by, he starts rounding them up. Okay, now, logically, ignoring the emotion, ignoring, human, every soul matters, all these things. You're a businessman. These people who you just have around, now they have to go. And the government is telling you they have to go. So you let them go. But something came over him. Some people will say the Holy Spirit, some people will say human kindness, whatever it was. Something came over him. And he did everything he could. He sold almost everything he had. He put all of his resources into getting the Jews out of Germany immediately, as fast as he could. And when the war ended, and he saw all the people he saved, right? He is famously quoted. I don't know whether he actually said this or it was part of the film or whatever. But what he said, he looked at his clothes, he looked at the things he was wearing. He said, this could have been one more. He looked at his suit. If I sold this could have been a few more. He complained that he didn't save enough. So there, we have a man who worked out of logic and a man who worked out of emotion. What is the best case for the both of us? Now, let's start with the first case. The first case where we should work out of sense. Now, what does the Bible say about that? Proverbs 14 verse 12. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. You know, when we are trapped, when we are in the thick of it, so to speak, we just see a way. That's the beautiful thing about emotions. Say what you will about them, they will make the way clear. You will, whatever comes to mind at that time, that will be the clear way to do it. But Proverbs 14 verse 12 tells us that end is the way of death. Truth be told, when we are trapped in these violences, so to speak, this human passion, this human energy, tunapotea. It happened in the garden with Adam. I think, I don't know which Ellen G. White book says it, but me I remember it from another book. But essentially, that idea of Adam was overcome by the idea that he could lose his wife. He ate the apple, and it sealed the deal, so to speak. Yeah. I mean, we're seeing the effect of emotion today with the US government, which Mom can testify has been something that I talk about all too frequently. But this idea of when you emotion, it elevates the self. That's the fact of the matter. When kind of makes our circle smaller, so to speak. So when there's something, when something happens and you are overcome by that passion, who will matter? Who will matter more? The entire church or this small family unit of yours? Exactly. You start the process. The circle becomes smaller because you don't have time to think. You don't have time to widen all that. I mean, and then there's another here, Proverbs 16 verse 30. Never mind. We know that one. That one's for later. But all these things. So naturally, what do you think the Bible would say? Proverbs 16:32. You read it. It says,